Let's talk about that now. So here's the first one. I'm stuck between $1 million, $4 million, $3 million. I'm stuck at a certain level and everything seems harder than it used to be. When I was at 500K, things were significantly easier. Why does scaling feel like running in mud? Okay, this is something someone said. Why does scaling my business now feel like running in mud? I thought when we grew to several million dollars in top line, it would become easier, except it has become harder. And no matter how hard I work, I cannot get back my momentum. Does this feel like something you have said? Here's the answer to that in one word. Okay, here's the answer to that in one word. Your answer is systems. You don't have systems, you're still hustling. Are you hustling? Because hustle culture is something that is being promoted very hustled hard, right? Just hustled hard, so you got here, and now you're thinking if you keep hustling, you're gonna get to the next level. So you're hustling even harder, except that doesn't work, does it? What works at this level, once you have a certain degree of success, once you have orders coming in, once you are really trying to take on 5 to 10x more volume of orders, 5 to 10x higher volume of customers, more backends, deep-end backends, more products, more services, what works are systems. Systems are the skeleton for a business that is now growing. Imagine a child, right? When it's in the womb, you know, when before the birth of the child, it's in the womb, things are working. It's sort of like hustling. It's a very short-lived stage, but once birth occurs, everything hinges upon it quickly developing its spine, developing its skeleton, which at the time of birth is very flexible, very weak, and the bones haven't really fused in yet. But within the first couple of years, 2 to 3 years, the child's bones fuse and they become harder, and it's able to stand, able to walk around. He or she is able to walk around. All that happens when you have a skeleton. Systems are like skeleton for your business. Your business is not running. It's not running fast because you don't have the skeleton. The set of problems that brought you from $0 to $1 million, $2 million, $5 million is not the same set of problems that you face now, going from $5 million to $50 million to total addressable market levels. You have a different set of problems. The first set of problems you have is a lack of systems. You hustling could have satisfied 10, 20, 50, 100 customers, maybe 500 customers if your products were, small enough. The deliverables were not very time consuming, but can this work with 50,000 products, 100,000 products? It probably can't. You need systems. Okay, so that's the first question I keep asking. And the thing is, you have crossed from founder does everything to systems must carry the load threshold, right? There's a threshold where founder can do everything, but eventually you got to have systems where you have employees, you have AI, you have automations, you have N8Ns, whatever you need to have systems take care of problems, systems take care of operations, systems take care of literally everything. You got to look at what people are doing and what their time is going towards. If they're wasting their time doing repetitive tasks, even if they're employees, give them the tools, give them the technology, give them the automations, give them the AI, give them the ability and the training to be able to clear out that busy work so that they have mental freedom to think about how to help you grow your business, because they are also vested in it. And you can always have performance linked bonuses or profit linked bonuses. That's a key, right? That's one of the secrets that I always talk about. I never share equity with anyone, but I always share profits. Everyone gets to work hard and they have an incentive to work hard, even though they don't have any equity and they're not building any equity. I don't know why people do that. It's not my style. I completely understand where a lot of companies are coming from. They don't have the money to pay for that equity. But in my particular case, I'd rather pay the money rather than the equity, because business growth is just exponential. If you are patient enough, if you stick to it long enough, within 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you can achieve massive amounts of money. And I like to keep my equity in-house. But that's just me. The team is good. They're working. They're busy as hell. Nothing important actually moves. But here's the thing. They're all doing this darn busy work. And you need to avoid the busy work, not just for yourself, and you as the business owner, as the business leader, you're the one setting the culture. You don't want to avoid busy work just for yourself, but also for your employees, not just your key employees, but everyone down the line. But here's your problem. Here's what a lot of businesses do. They incentivize new customers, sure, but then the old customers, the loyal customers, they kick in the balls. I used to have this suite of software that I was using. We were paying $500 a month for it. That was their retail price. And for the new customers, for the first year, it was 40% off. But for the existing customers, it was full price. How does that make sense? You're discounting products for the new customers, but you're punishing your existing customers for being loyal to you.